Hello, everybody. This is Nusrat back again with a new hack to make your life better. So, basically, I'm a mindset coach and a fitness coach, and my channel is all about fitness hacks, ethical hacks, manifestation hacks, life hacks, all kinds of hacks to make your life better. But we're really moving more into reprogramming your mindset. But well, that's basically what the channel content is more about these days, because I see that if you just fix your mindset, your health, your finance, your relationship, everything gets fixed. So that's why I love being a mindset coach. It's all in our head. Okay, it's in our head, how we see ourselves, how the world sees us, how we respond when we respond, or whether we do not respond. It's all started, it all begins from within us. Anyways, if you are new to this channel, this is going to be all about shifting reality, manifesting what you love, manifesting your dream life. And it's not going to be only gaga talk, that you can sit and you can just imagine attracting your dream life and it's going to come to you. Of course, it's going to be also about that. That's basically one of the important points. But it's going to have some harsh truths, okay? And all throughout my channel, the things which I post, um, it's authentic, it's original. It's like it's not really, packed up to make it seem better, to make it seem wonderful. I will say things as they are so that you can be ready to really take up on those challenges, right? So just a moment. So today's hack is going to be really, really important. It's a very important hack to make your life better. So before we even begin, I want you to think about what your dream life would look like. Okay, how would you look? Where would you live? Who would you be around you? What you may be doing, in terms of career, or whether you'll be on a vacation. For a moment, I want you to really have a crystal clear idea of what your dream life might look like. So for some, it would look like driving a car, being their own boss, spending more time with their kids, with their spouse. Um, for different people, it may mean different things. And something, try to identify an area of your life you want change in. So for example, if someone is working really hard and doesn't get time to spend, with their family. So someone who has to go to work and, is like working too much, that person's dream life could have time freedom. They could be having multiple sources of income, passive income, side hustles besides the business, so that they can be like on a beach with their family, with their friends while they make money, you know, not doing nothing, but with least effort. So that could be that person's ideal life, ideal dream life. And for someone who's going through some relationship problem, having a great relationship, having not a perfect, having that ideal partner who's caring and understanding, that could be their dream life, goals. That could be like they're living on a very beautiful place by the beach or by the mountains, and they're really happy, they have a great family. So for different people, an ideal life could mean different things, and I want you to take a moment and to understand, have like full clarity on what your ideal life would look like. And once you're clear on that, the next step, basically, this is where all the fun begins. The next step is all about zoning in, tuning in to that reality. Now, let me give you an example. Suppose someone is like underpaid and working really hard and doesn't have any other income sources of income. And now that person's ideal reality would be to leave that job, get a better means of financial freedom. Um, so what would that person be doing? The person might be praying, that person might be visualizing, writing down goals. However, it might be really hard for that person to like look around him and or to look around and see that their boss is yelling, there are like piles of work on the desk. So something this is where many people get the manifestation wrong, because they think that their ideal life is like over there and they're here, and they do not know how to bridge the gap. So one of the things you could do, and that has really helped me a lot, is bridge this gap. Okay, even if you're here and even if you're not where you want to be and you know you want to be there, imagine that you are already there. Do things like, when you go to work, for the person, who's like really in a very chaotic working environment and has nowhere to go, he could be like singing to work, like, hey, this is such a great day. He could be like saying hi to their colleagues, to their boss, and even if they don't smile back, and even if they're like so grouchy and all that, just be in your own happy zone, be in your own happy bubble. Imagine that you're already there. Now, one of the things I wanted to address is that if you want to live your ideal life, if you want to attract your dream life, you're going to have to make some sacrifices. And by that, I do not mean you have to give up on something you love, because basically you want your dream life, you want to go near to what you love, not just get away from it. However, you're going to have to learn to say no to things that do not serve you. If that means quitting your job, if that means talking back to your boss or to someone who displeases you, if that means standing up for yourself, if that means going out and living in another country, in another part of the world, whatever it takes, okay? If you are committed to your dream, there are going to be some things you have to do. That's called massive action. So when you believe it, when you want it, when you know that you're going to have it, you're going to have to step onto the path of massive action. Like my coaches always say that if you keep on doing the things you always do, you will get the results you always get. So it's really important to give that shock to our subconscious mind. So for example, in my case, I've been like a home person. I've been at work all my life, and I wanted to travel. I wanted to travel to many places, but regardless of how much I visualized, it was just not happening, because I would be in my comfort zone. I would be at home. I would be with my friends at my workplace. For me, I just decided one day I'm gonna get out of the house. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna get out of the house and I'm gonna go to an unknown destination, to the other part of the town where I do not know anybody. That was my shock factor. Okay. So before that, every attempt I made about traveling, any plans I made with any group, it kept on getting canceled, the ticket kept on getting delayed. Something always came up because my subconscious mind had blocks that, Nusrat, this is where you live. This is your comfort zone. You cannot come out of this comfort zone. Even if I wanted to travel, when I made like really long plans, really adventurous plans, it never happened until the day I gave myself that shock that, I just went out in the morning to an unknown destination, and I really didn't do anything. I didn't meet anybody. I just went alone. I asked people of the town, where do I go? What do I do? And for me, it was like opening a new door of my life, and nothing much happened. I just went to a few places. I came back home, but something in me, inside my mind, just flipped that day. Whatever the whatever that gatekeeper was, whatever was blocking my adventures abroad, my adventures, solo adventures, my travel adventures, because I've been living in this comfort zone for so long, that just snapped. And since that day, all the plans I'm making, it's some of them takes time, but it always gets done. So if you want to be a millionaire, and if you are like really like working really hard to just make your ends meet, you have to take some kind of action that is going to shock your subconscious mind. That's going to be like, oh, I've never done this before. It could mean different things to different people, but it is so important to give that little shock, not too much of a shock, little shock to your subconscious mind. So what happens is that our subconscious mind acts like a frame. It acts like a web. So every time we reach that point where we are about to break through, okay, it kind of pulls us back, which is why a lot of people keeps on having the same repetitive patterns in their life again and again. They experience the same things because they cannot break through that point. And when you give yourself that shock, you kind of just break through that point, and from then onwards, you create new patterns, you create new opportunities for yourself. So I want you to imagine like how badly you want your ideal life. How much do you want your ideal life? What would it mean to you if you got your ideal life? And what would it mean to you if you don't get it? I think life is all about memories, when we are like going through life, when we are like in our sick bed, when we're about to die, we're not going to look back and think about how safe we played. If I had, if I had to die, looking back at a life that I had lived my entire life at home or in my town, because I was scared to make that change, because I was scared to make that leap, I would not be happy. I would not be satisfied. I would want to come back to my life, and I would want to break through that point. I would want to take that leap, the leap of faith. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Bills will get paid. If I have seen that, people, something always gets done. I mean, in our society, if we have a cell phone, if we have a smartphone, if we have any kind of gadget, even if someone is homeless, nobody dies from hunger. Bills somehow get paid. The electricity, the Wi-Fi, the food. But if we always play it safe, and if we keep on carrying our dreams when we are here, whatever we are here for, whatever you are here for, then is it going to be worth it, right? At the end of your life, if you look back and if you think that I played it safe and I'm proud of myself, I don't think anybody's going to ever say that. People are going to be like, if they had taken that risk, or if they'd taken that shock factor, that I once did that, and after that, my life changed, or I once took that big decision and I went after my dreams, I went after my heart. The kind of satisfaction we're going to have, not just during our deathbed, but just in every single day of our life, it's so much different when you're living from your heart compared to when you're living out of compulsion. You have to do things because other people say you have to do things to pay the bills. That is like so different from the life of you want to do it because you want to do it, you want to do this work, you want to go to that place. If you love your job, you want to go to your job. That's so much different than I have to go, right? So when it comes to attracting your dream life, of course, do the visualization, do the goal setting, have the intent, have the belief, but also do something so different, so powerful that it helps you cross over from this side of your reality to that side. Anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope it has helped you And if you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Take care.